Welcome back to Sploosh MTB. Whether you're watching this as a new viewer to the channel, or you've been around since the XC hardtail origin of this channel, we've been through a lot together. This past year we dove into many new bikes, amazing trails, fruitful partnerships, and endless community events that truly bring me so much joy to capture and participate in. So let's take some time to look back at the past year and enjoy the moments that keep me passionate about creating these videos. We ended 2023 with arguably one of the most well-known trails in the Mid-Atlantic. That would be Kubla Khan at the Frederick Watershed. This ride served up endless amounts of rock slabs, drops, and technical moves that brought us into 2024 with a bang. Thankfully, this year I didn't have to pay the mountain toll and there were no big crashes or injuries. However, I did have one really close call that you guys still haven't seen.
Alright, drop it. Woo! That was not the most graceful landing at all. Woo.
Early January winter riding meant riding a lot more tech and rocks, so we took it to Michaud State Forest for snowy technical riding that proved to be beautiful misery, aka Type 2 fun.
Woo! Oh, I'm good.
I guess it kind of snowed a lot in January because I was determined to show you guys and review my new gravel bike, the Linsky GR300, in the snow. Then in February, I brought you guys along for one of my first big gravel rides. The trails were cold, the horses were chill, and the drinks were the highlight of the ride. By March, I was looking for a new bike to get my fiancée into mountain biking. We landed on the Specialized Rock Hopper, and I showed you why it should be your first mountain bike. I'm currently putting together a video of her learning how to ride, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that monstrosity, I mean masterpiece.
Good job. What the heck?
In April, I showed you guys a technique to level up your GoPro footage by creating motion blur. Straight out of the box, action cameras are terrible at showing how fast we're actually going on these bikes, and I was determined to make that footage feel more immersive. Towards the end of April, spring was in the air. Patapsco Bicycles collaborated with the Minority Mountain Bikers for an absolutely epic ride through Patapsco Valley State Park. While I edit this video in the dead of winter, I cannot wait to see colors like this again. Some of you may know a longtime sponsor of this channel is Patapsco Bicycles, so when I saw they recently started carrying Pivot cycles in May, I couldn't wait to see what my next bike might be. I got a chance to demo a refreshed Pivot Switchblade and absolutely love this all-mountain quiver killer. Check out that video in full to see my thoughts and review on this amazing bike. Later in May came my personal favorite video of the year. I had way too much fun making this one. Mid-Atlantic off-road enthusiasts aka Moore and Greenstone Trailcraft created amazing downhill jump lines at the already vast Windy Ridge trail system. This was exactly what we were missing in this area. Big bike park sized jumps at a pedal up, lappable trail system. And boy did we get some laps in. Spring showers brought May flowers, but also some really wet trails. So we took it back to Michaud State Forest to ride some steep tech, conquer new features, and this time in much better conditions.
That's crazy.
How could we ever forget June? New bike day. I might have snaked everyone a little with how much I liked the Pivot Switchblade, and I really did, but then I immediately went and hopped on an S-Works Stumpjumper Evo in a mullet build. After riding this bike for over a full season, it has been nothing but good to me. Make sure you check out that video to see the build specs and my initial thoughts on this absolute dream boat. And yeah, it is quite literally a boat. Size S6, so like a double XL, and fully slacked out. June also rang in the bike park season. This year we tried a brand new park, Massanutten Bike Park. Little did I know this would be my most successful video of the year and also one of the most fun to make. And yeah, Creamy might just be my all-time favorite jump line on the East Coast.
Yo!
This year also marked the start of a partnership with Moore. As I mentioned before, Moore is the Mid-Atlantic off-road enthusiast, the main trail stewards for nearly every trail system in the DMV region. Another big project this year taken on by Moore and Greenstone Trailcraft was the refresh of an old trail in the Frederick watershed, Albatross. Needless to say, this refresh was amazing and quickly made Albatross my new favorite trail here. Specialized had really big news this year with the birth of the Stumpy 15. And in July, Patapsco Bicycles put together a sweet demo day so we could try one out and give you guys my review and first impressions of this bike. This one really checks a lot of boxes as an all-around great trail bike, and I'm curious to get my hands on the beefier, more enduro-focused Öhlins build of this bike.
She goes, baby.
Later in July, we made it to home away from home, Bryce Bike Park. We hit some top speeds, some big drops, even bigger jumps, and just had an all-around great park rat day. Although I've been exploring parks all over the country recently, Bryce will always have a special place in my heart. Now, in August is where things really heated up on the channel. We had events on top of events in the bike community, kicking off with the grand opening of Wheaton Regional Bike Park. Yet another massive project executed by Moore to give the public an amazing gravity park filled with features, including one very fun, massive shark fin that made for some really fun trains. Early September, the Minority Mountain Bikers hosted one of their famously wild bike park takeovers at the Massanutten Bike Park. Getting to know and running party laps with riders from all over the country with different backgrounds and walks of life still continues to be my favorite way to enjoy bikes.
Oh my god, it's a dust bowl.
Later in September, I got to ride a bike park that changed everything I knew about riding park and made me fall in love with Snowshoe, West Virginia. My first trip to Snowshoe had us riding in torrential downpour, hitting big features, navigating crazy tech, and creating lifelong memories with my friends.
Oh! This is crazy. That was fun. Guys, let's move.
Bro, look at his face!
Matt, how's it taste?
A little crunchy.
A little crunchy, Logan?
Crunchy.
October had me pushing my body to its absolute limits with the Moco Epic, a 40-mile ride through beautiful Montgomery County, Maryland, stringing together multiple trail systems, roads, and gravel for one epic ride. This is an annual event put on by Moore, and I had no idea how humbling XC riding could be. Let's just say I got home and slept for 11 hours straight afterwards.
Yeah! Sweet! I really am a little nervous that I'm not physically ready for this. I don't feel terrible, but I don't feel great.
At the end of that previously mentioned snowshoe trip, we got away from the bike park for one day to ride Snowshoe's legendary backcountry trails. I had to make this its own separate video from the park trip because these trails deserve their own respect. Immaculate, lush rainforest vibes had us on cloud 9 as we took an epic loam adventure through Snowshoe's backcountry.
Ew! Oh, was this the enduro course? Oh, this is so pretty! Holy crap!
Later in October, I was fortunate enough to ride in Asheville, North Carolina, less than 1 week before Hurricane Helene tragically devastated this area. Bent Creek served up amazing trails, features, and conditions, but the best news still is that after Hurricane Helene, these trails have been rebuilt and are better than ever.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
I took a little time off YouTube to get my life together in November, but in December we came back with an absolute heater from some private backyard trails built by my buddy Logan. If ever the word free ride could be used, it was here, with features that were either fully up to your creative interpretation or others that rivaled the size that you would see at bike parks. These trails had it all, and mostly built by one person.
Jeez.
And then we close out 2024. We finished up the year with a late fall rip through Deep Creek Lake State Park in Western Maryland. I had no idea we had backcountry trails like this in Maryland, but man am I glad we rode here, as it took me back to the kind of riding I fell in love with in West Virginia.
Oh my God. Oh! This I like. Oh, what's this? Let's eat it. Ah! Yo, fast and flowy. Let's go. Double opportunity. Yeah.
2024 was an amazing year, and I owe a lot of that to you guys. Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss the 2025 adventures. Big thanks to my sponsors at Patapsco Bicycles and my partnership with the Mid-Atlantic Off-Road Enthusiasts for helping me continue to make these videos. As you can imagine, I'm a regular guy with a regular 9-to-5 job, so making these videos is a fun hobby that's turned into so much more. That is, when I can find the time to do it. This past year, I also had a lot of ups and downs in my own personal life, and I love that I can consider this YouTube community close enough so that I can continue to share those moments with you guys as well. So with that, thank you so much for hopping on the bike with me in 2024. I'll catch you guys in the new year. Yes, I know, it's already February. I've been busy, okay? I'm working on it.